know what the first height is. If I had to assume, I would probably say, if I had to assume, well, you were making a lot of assumptions about Doge employees. If I had to assume, I would say it's probably Chicago or Atlanta.
I noticed that you're sharing.
Not gonna lie though, I want to know the 3 that are higher above DC. I really want to know that.
For Trump, and that's all I need to know about you.
Well, what does me being female have anything to do with it? How do you know I'm a female? How do you know I'm a female?
Okay, you present as female.
In what way?
Well, you're dressed like one. You seem to have boobs. Your face is female.
What is a female?
A female is a person who is either born female or chooses to be one.
How do you how would someone choose these features?
You can get them built.
So we can build females.
We can build boobs, and we can change into yes.
How do we do that?
You'd have to talk to the doctors. Gender absolutely exists. It's just not only one or the other, and you are not.
How many are there?
I don't know.
And oh my goodness, I actually try to avoid watching these type of conversations because they always just sound insane. Looking from the outside looking in, it's like they never get solved, and it always sounds insane. Always. I've never heard one of these where I'm like, you know what? Both sides make sense. And I try to do videos where both sides kind of make some sense. But this one, it never is like that. Nonetheless, please make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
A flag.
Like an American flag?
Yeah, because I think
you're wearing an American flag.
Yeah, you see the pin? It
yeah,
says
but you're
Mayday.
wearing American flag. So
Yeah.
did you get scared when you put that on this morning?
No.
So
Because it goes with the Mayday.
okay.
We, the American public, are in danger because of crazies like you.
Okay. What have I done? Crazies like me. Tell me about myself.
Watch what they do, not what they
I don't know you personally,
Watch
but
what they do,
your
not what they say.
name makes me worried.
Watch what they do.
Caitlin?
Not
No,
what
your
they
company
say.
name.
Liberty Hangout. Okay. What do you think this is about? What would you assume we...
The little bits I'm hearing from here tell me that you're probably a blog or something similar.
I have a YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel.
Okay.
We have almost 1 million subscribers, and so there's a lot of people who would love to hear what you have to say. And I've seen a lot of signs about being afraid today, and I'm just wondering, what should we be afraid of?
The state government taking over our city government.
Okay. And you think that's what's happening with an audit?
This is. Do any of these people have actual audit training?
I don't know. Do they?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. I came to cover your guys' information and get your voices out. Do they have training?
I don't know.
So you don't know if they do. What do you know about the people in there?
What do I know about the city council, or what do I know about Doge?
What do you know about the Doge auditors in there?
I know anybody that is appointed or approved by the governor is a danger.
How do you know that? Why would you make that assumption?
Because I've
And here's the problem with the statement like that. See, the entire concept of Doge is to make government spending efficient. And what she's doing is she's protesting Doge going into her state or possibly city government. The reason I have an issue with her being out here is because she just said the statement, anyone who was appointed or who is represented or who's a representative of the government is an issue. But also being anti-Doge seems to, on the surface, be a pro-federal worker freedom narrative. However, you're proving to not be pro-federal worker because you also just implied that anyone who's affiliated with the government is not a good person, i.e. Doge. So if you're against anyone affiliated with the government, which is why you're protesting Doge, how could you simultaneously be for federal workers who possibly work for Doge or who are literally affiliated with the government? Your sentiment or your anti-sentiment for Doge is the same sentiment people have to be anti-federal worker. So the whole point of what I'm saying is, what do you actually stand for? Are you just anti-Doge because it represents Trump or the conservatives in your mind? Or are you also anti-federal worker and are just using this as an excuse to protest?
seen what the governor's done.
Go on.
He's got one big deal about getting rid of crosswalks because he thinks that they're dangerous.
Crosswalks are dangerous.
The ones that are painted for for gay rights, yes.
Yes. So that is a DEI initiative that he was voted on. The people of Florida voted for him to get that stuff out of our kids' faces, to get that stuff out of our city sidewalks and on public streets. That is actually.
But you and your idiocy is just fine.
What idiocy do I have?
Right now, you're trying to make me come around to your ideals.
No, I am not.
Never happen.
I'm not trying to change your mind. Actually, you guys acting like this and believing in this stuff keeps me actually coming out here and filming. I'm not trying to change your mind.
They're going to edit everything you say. So you can be as clever as you want. They're going to do what they want with it. I would stop talking.
What evidence do you have for that?
What they do, not what they say.
She's probably never even watched a single one of my videos to know how I edit.
I know I wouldn't waste my time with your videos.
Well, you will be in there. Do you think you'll watch this one?
No.
You won't even watch yourself on my video?
No, I'm not giving you any sites.
Not what they say.
Oh my God.
She literally screamed in your face. Okay, talking about Doge, did you see the 19-year-old that was assaulted, the Doge employee that was
There's
assaulted?
a random person assaulted in DC. Is this what you're leading to? The big balls guy?
Yeah, he was assaulted in DC. He was a Doge employee.
To say that that's because he's Doge?
No, it's because he was being carjacked.
Not what they say.
Okay.
What they do.
I wanted to ask you
What
about
does that have to do with Doge?
Well, because you're making really bad assumptions about the people in Doge, especially in Florida Doge. But really, the dangerous people are out there committing crimes, and one of them actually was a Doge employee. And so it's funny that you make assumptions. What?
That one of the criminals was a Doge employee.
No, the person who got assaulted by the criminals. And I know Trump has just deployed the National Guard in D.C. for crime. Do you think that was appropriate?
I think that was a ridiculous overreaction by a guy who wants to be a dictator.
Not what they say.
Why was that an overreaction?
Because according to all the...
You know what's crazy, y'all? If you guys don't know, I live very close to DC. I'm not gonna say exactly, but I live in that area, the DMV. That's what we call it, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And I live so close that I can just get in the car and just go to DC on a random day. And I did it. I went there and I was in Georgetown, and the National Guard was definitely in DC. They were everywhere. And let me tell you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, and I'm not trying to push a narrative at all. But I felt very safe. Like, it was very, very safe. Very safe. It was a little too safe. It was like you were going on Georgetown and you were walking the streets, and the police officers, they were opening the doors for people. They were everywhere. They were very nice. Like, they were directing traffic. I was like, dang, this is probably the best I've ever seen DC in my life. Ever. And I'm not trying to push a narrative. I really am not. But I'm just being honest. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. Not saying they should or shouldn't be there. I'm just giving my personal opinion on what I experienced when I was in DC. Very safe, very clean, very hospitable. It felt like I had my own private security team walking around who were opening and closing doors for me.
All of the leaders of DC are saying that crime is down to a 30-year low.
What are the numbers? It's a 30-year low, but what are the numbers?
I don't know that. Do you?
Yes, I do. Even though it's at a 30-year low, DC still has the 4th highest crime rate in the entire country.
So what is the first highest?
It's 6 times higher than New York City, and it's 3 times higher than Islamabad. I don't know what the first highest is. If I had to assume, I would probably say... If I had to assume, well, you're making a lot of assumptions about Doge employees. If I had to assume, I would say it's probably Chicago or Atlanta.
I noticed that your chart.
Not gonna lie though, I want to know the 3 that are higher above DC. I really want to know that, because not knowing that seems kind of convenient to not know it. And the reason I say it's convenient to not know the 3 above it is because those 3 can possibly push into a different narrative, considering the fact that Caitlin Bennett is a conservative. So let's say two above it, or one of the 2, or 2 of the 2 that are above DC are in red states or red cities. That could push against her narrative that blue cities, or DC specifically, or Chicago, needs policing. Not saying it is though, because I honestly don't know what those cities are. I didn't even know DC was top 4. I'm learning something new. I'm not surprised, but I didn't know it. I really do want to know what the other three are. If y'all know, let me know in the comments.
Choosing rather large integrated cities.
It's 5:15 that started at 4 o'clock, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think they're leaving too. So it's 5:15. They started at 4. It goes until 5:30. So you guys have 15 more minutes on the clock. You should not be leaving early. You're getting paid from 4 to 5:30. They need to stay the entire job.
We are not getting paid.
You're not getting paid?
I am personally not getting paid, and I would love to know who would be willing to pay me.
You want to get paid to protest?
No, I'm just massively curious who would be willing to.
You don't think anybody's being paid to protest?
I don't think anybody here is being paid to protest, and I would love for you to tell me who I should get in contact with.
So his name is Nate Friedman. He's from New York City. He's done a deep dive into people getting paid for protesting in New York City. You could hit him up.
So he's the one paying, or he's just another?
No, he's finding the people who are getting paid. So he has the connections, and he can compile a list for you about
Nate
who's
Friedman
paying.
out of New York City.
Yes.
I am wildly curious.
Yeah. Go watch his videos. He does deep dives on paid protesters in New York City, and I'm sure he could get you involved.
I'm not going to New York. This city is what matters to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just saying you could just contact him because they probably will pay you if you're here too, not just New York City.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Do you think people should be paid to protest?
No.
No. Would you make a call to action right now that anybody that's being paid to protest needs to stop receiving that payment?
No. It's my personal opinion.
I know, but you don't think people should be getting paid for that?
I don't think I should decide for other people.
Yeah.
I don't think
people should be getting paid
anything for other people.
You shouldn't decide much of anything for. I agree with you. We can agree on that.
I think people should not get paid to protest. I actually think getting paid to protest defeats the entire purpose of protesting. Protesting is for change. Protesting is for, what's the word I'm looking for? Protesting is to get rid of something that you don't like, that you personally do not stand for. That's the entire concept of protesting. And when somebody pays you to protest, you're fighting for a cause you don't even care about to support some hidden machine. I never even heard of people getting paid to protest, but not only does it sound immoral, it sounds like it should be illegal to get paid to protest, considering that protests are, one, a right that we have, and two, are used as a tool to make change that we need. So paying someone to protest a cause that could be bad would just inflate the protesting amount. I mean, it would inflate the amount of people who are protesting. It can possibly lead to change that we shouldn't have.
Yeah,
you're a Trump voter.
Yeah, I don't think we should be I don't think you specifically should be deciding a lot of anything for anybody else.
You don't think I should, but you think you should.
Yeah, I have the right opinions.
As in right-wing crazy. Yes, that I'm aware of.
How am I crazy?
You voted for Trump. You're female and you voted for Trump, and that's all I need to know about you.
Well, what does me being female have anything to do with it? How do you know I'm a female? How do you know I'm a female?
Okay, you present as female.
In what way?
Well, you're dressed like one. You seem to have boobs. Your face is female.
Okay. What does that mean? Because I've heard that we don't know what a female is. What is a female?
A female is a person who is either born female or chooses to be one.
How do you how would someone choose these features?
You can get them built.
So we can build females.
We can build boobs and we can change dicks into vaginas, yes.
How do we do that?
You'd have to talk to the doctors, but
Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this conversation. My name is Jojo, and I'll see you guys.